award tonight for wedding post-ceremony production tonight goes to Pennylane Productions. Adam. He's back for wedding reception coverage, and tonight it goes to Pennylane Productions from New York.
Hi, Sue Lawson here for WEVA News. I'm at Expo here in Orlando with, oh my gosh, I can't even tell you how many awards he won last night. It's like he needs a truck to take them all home. Adam Forgione, I love the last name. Pennylane Productions, they just kept calling him again and again and again to go up on stairs. They finally just put a chair up on stage for him. How many did you win last night?
9 awards.
9, just 9, just 9. Was it every category that you entered?
No.
It seemed close.
Yeah, I think, I can't remember which ones I didn't and which ones I did, all of them, but I know like things like theatrical and stuff, I didn't have anything to put in, so.
Well, if you didn't enter it, then you couldn't win that particular category.
You know what? I would have been happy just to bring home 1 or 2. That's what I was looking for. This blew me away. I was on cloud 9.
This was absolutely amazing. I've got to ask, what inspires you? I mean, for you to win that many awards in one evening, that's amazing. So where does your source of inspiration and creativity come from?
Well, I always used to check out websites of other filmmakers that I liked, and just watching, commercials and things like that, and movies, and just keeping in mind what they're doing. The last 6 months, I haven't really even had time to do any of that, which I kind of miss. But I think it's good. It cleanses the palate, and it gives you a fresh idea, so you're not sort of being too inspired by other people. And again, I'm always going to be inspired by great work. I'm going to be watching lots of seminars, and I'm going to be learning just like everyone else. But I'd say the creativity or the inspiration just comes from just trying to make the next one better than the next one than the next one. And sometimes when I finish it, not really that happy about it compared to another one I might like. But in the end, maybe a month or 2 later, you watch it back and you're like, wow, you kind of sit yourself back and you're like, wow, that's, it worked out pretty good. But again, I was blown away. I mean, Cloud 9 last night, I did not expect nearly that much. I was just hoping for 1 or 2.
You're like the Mel Brooks who won all those Tony Awards for, that one year. It's just like he won for everything. So you're kind of like that guy this year.
I guess so.
And he's modest, cute and modest too. Okay, so how do you approach a new project when a bride comes to you? I mean, you're doing so many things.
The first thing I do is I will sit the client down, try to get an idea of what they're looking for. We're sort of known for our short form films. That's one of the bigger things that we do. So what do? I sit them down and I show them a full film. I don't have demos. I don't make demos. I don't waste time making demos. It's not that it's a wrong thing to do. It's just not my thing to do, because I really want them to watch exactly what they would get.
But you don't have a cookie cutter approach that you're taking to these.
To be honest with you, I think we all do to an extent. I'm not going to call it a cookie cutter process, but I do have formulas that I use. Otherwise, I wouldn't make money. So I do have formulas with what I do and how I structure my edits, but that's just a small part of how each one stays unique. I mean, it's about the families, it's about the bride and groom, it's about the location, the time of day, the filmmakers. So all these little things add in and create like a unique story for that particular day. But of course, like I said, I do follow certain structures to make things work. I know I'm not going to use every part of the ceremony, but I know which parts I'm going to use. So there is a structure there. But in the end of the day, I don't try to make it a certain length. I don't try to go too long or too short. I let it be what it's going to be. And that's all about educating the client and letting them know, look, do you want us to make you a masterpiece? Let us do our thing. You hired us to be creative. Let us be creative, and they trust you.
So it's setting the expectation from the beginning with the client as well, I'm assuming.
Absolutely, yeah. You're going to show them. I mean, granted, I'm not going to show them something that I'm not proud of. There are weddings that we produce that they get delivered, and it's not our fault or their fault or anyone else's. It just didn't have the charisma and the personality and the attitude that we want. So, it gets delivered, they're happy, but we're not going to show it to clients. We're not going to show it to sell. But those certain ones that have that certain edge to it, that certain thing, we'll put them in a little pile and hopefully that particular wedding would fit their style of wedding, or maybe, you know, if it's Jewish or Catholic, whatever religion, and we'll show them that full film. We want them to see that. We don't want them to expect something else. So, and if we're not the right company for them, at least they know right off the bat. And I wouldn't want to book them either. I'd rather them get who they want. There's more than enough business to get around, and you know, you just want to find the right client and blow them away.
What do you think your biggest challenge has been this past year? Or
constant backlog, of course. I want to figure out ways to be more efficient, but I don't want to lose the quality. So that's the biggest challenge for this year, and it's been every year.
Which is a good thing. It's better to have too much work than too little.
Yes, I mean, you get upset when you do have the backlog, and it gets very frustrating. But you always got to remember, if you do have that problem, it's better than not having business at all. So, you know, I agree with you 100%.
Terrific. Last question for you. What do you hope to get out of WEVA? Because you're not just here winning and presenting. You also attend a lot of seminars as well. So what do you hope to walk away with this year?
I don't really think I know what I want to walk away with, but I do want to get nuggets from here and there. I may learn a lot in one seminar. I may learn next to nothing in another one, but that's okay. As long as I can take these little pieces that I learn from whoever I watch, and there are tons of people here that completely inspire me, so I know I'm going to learn stuff. The goal for me is to literally take that and do what most people don't do, which is use it once you get back home. Because a lot of people come, they've blown away, they put their notes down, and then they put them away and they never apply them. And I've done that plenty of times. So that's the most important thing for me when I come to these things, and I do my best to try to apply them. And if I don't, what's the point? You got to do that. You got to apply it, what you learn. So that's, I don't look for something specific. I know I'm going to get some. I'm going to get my nuggets, and you know, apply them for this year.
So obviously, one of the things that really distinguishes Adam from his competition is being open and receptive to the ideas that are here at WEVA Expo, and then implementing them. Because, you know, you can't get to that next level unless you go ahead and take those steps, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. You can never know enough. You really can't.
So knowing that you don't know enough is really the key to success for Adam Forgione, Pennylane Productions, mega star this year here at Expo and every year. Sue Lawson, Adam Forgione, WEVA News. See ya.
Thank you.
Thanks.